There are several tags that are commonly used when coding in HTML, so we'll look at those. But first, there's a couple rules to mention. It's good practice to make sure and put your tags all lowercase. Notice that a tag usually consists of an opening tag, which is a word surrounded by angle brackets, and a closing tag that is the same as the opening tag except for there is a slash before the word. Now, remember, all of the visible content on the page will come between the two body tags. So the first tags we'll look at are headings. They go from H1, and you can see all the way down to H6. We save that, and you can see it's quite large. If we go down to maybe an H4, you can see that's smaller. So from H1 all the way down to H6, it successively gets smaller. Now, these should not be used just to change size. These are an indication of importance. So if it were something like the title of your website, you'd want to use an H1, right? It's like a newspaper or a research paper, and the different headings, they indicate the importance of that item. Now, the next thing we'll look at is paragraph. So if we put in a P tag, stands for paragraph, we've got our opening and closing tag. We can then just put in a paragraph of text. We save that, and you can see that paragraph shows up just like that. So if I keep putting that in several times, and save that, you can see it's going to go all the way to the end of the available amount of room, and then it will break to the next line. If I take that and shift it, you can see that it actually condenses and keeps dropping down as I condense the page, or it expands as I expand the page. So that's a paragraph of text. If we put in a second paragraph of text, you'll notice that it automatically by default puts some space there and then puts the paragraph on a new line. There's also something called a break tag, or BR. For example, if we want to, after this is a paragraph of text, make that break to a new line, we could. So within these two paragraph tags, let's get rid of this one. Right here, if we go ahead and put a BR tag, which is a self-closing tag, there's just one tag, I can save that, and you can see that it then takes this line and breaks and pushes the rest of the text down to a new line. So that is a break. There's also something called a horizontal rule, or an HR tag. So maybe this is the title of the site, and below that I want a line. I put in an HR tag and save that, and you can see I've got a horizontal rule or a line that's there. So that's an HR tag. The last thing to mention are lists. So there's two types of lists. There are ordered and unordered lists. So they will start with, let's do an ordered list. So we'll split those two tags apart. So that's telling it it's an ordered list or a numbered list. And then every single number will have list item, or LI tags. And I'm just going to duplicate that several times and save it, and you'll see it shows up as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I then went in and changed those O's to U's, so it's an unordered list, and save it, those then change to bullets. So there's some of the very basic tags in HTML.